Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into the world of effective academic writing specifically designed for university students at the graduate level. Whether you're starting your first research paper or aiming to improve your writing abilities, this video will provide you with practical techniques to create academic papers that are clear, well organized, and impactful. In this introduction, we'll lay the groundwork by discussing why effective writing is crucial and outlining the main topics we'll cover. Why does good writing matter in academia? Well, in the academic realm, written language is our main tool for sharing complex ideas, discoveries, and insights. Writing that is precise and persuasive not only demonstrates your deep understanding, but also acts as a bridge to convey your research with a global audience. In a time of international collaboration and information exchange, the skill to express your thoughts clearly and neutrally is more important than ever. Think of writing an academic paper as a journey. It starts with careful planning and preparation, moves on to building a strong argument, and ends with a conclusion that ties everything together. Each step of this journey requires specific skills and strategies, and that's exactly what we're here to discuss. Throughout this video, we'll stress the significance of creating content that is clear and meaningful across different languages and cultures. We'll focus on ideas and terms that are universally understood so that your writing resonates with readers from diverse backgrounds. So, what can you expect from the upcoming sessions? Well, we'll deliver in the art of crafting compelling thesis statements, structuring convincing arguments, creating engaging introductions, developing coherent body paragraphs, and wrapping up with a strong conclusion. We'll also explore how to properly cite sources and offer guidance on revising and editing, two essential steps in this process. As we move forward, remember that the skills we talk about aren't just tools for academic success. They're also valuable abilities that go beyond academia. Effective writing empowers you to communicate well in any situation. Let's kick things off by exploring how to approach writing an academic paper at the graduate level. This process is all about turning complex ideas into clear and convincing prose. In this section, we'll go over the essential steps of the writing process, delve into the details of formal academic language, and discuss strategies for effective scholarly communication. So, how do you begin? Well, before you start writing, take some time to brainstorm and create an outline of your ideas. Think of this as creating a roadmap for your paper, identifying the main points and organizing them in a logical way. This is called pre-writing. After that, you can turn your outline into a first draft. At this stage, don't worry about perfection. Focus on getting your thoughts onto paper. This step is known as drafting. Once you have some words on the page, go back and revise your draft. Make sure your arguments flow logically, your evidence supports your points, and your writing is clear and precise. This is the revising stage. Remember, the writing process isn't always linear. You might move between the drafting and revising stages multiple times. Finally, give your paper a polish. Check for grammar, punctuation, and style. Pay close attention to details because even small mistakes can distract from your message. Now, let's talk about maintaining a formal and objective tone in academic writing. To achieve this, use the third person perspective. This means avoiding personal pronouns like I and you. Instead of saying, I will discuss, say, this paper will discuss. Sometimes you might want to refer to previous research using we as a collective pronoun, but it's important to clarify who we refers to. For example, instead of saying we all know, specify in the field of economics, it is well known. Academic writing often involves specialized terminology with specific meanings in your field. Define these terms clearly and concisely, considering that your readers may come from different backgrounds. Never assume that everyone shares your understanding of these specialized terms. Let's continue our journey by exploring the crucial role of a thesis statement in academic writing. In this section, we'll delve into what a graduate level thesis statement entails and what it doesn't, learn the steps to create a powerful thesis statement, and understand how thesis statements differ based on different writing genres. What exactly is a thesis statement and why is it so important? Well, a thesis statement is the cornerstone of your academic paper. It encapsulates the core argument or main point you aim to prove or investigate. At the graduate level, a thesis statement goes beyond simply observing. It presents a claim that is backed by evidence, analysis, and scholarly research. Think of it as a guiding star, helping readers navigate your paper's content and purpose. A graduate level thesis statement is a clear and concise statement that presents a unique and debatable claim. It's supported by thorough research, analysis, and evidence from credible sources. It's the heart of your paper, around which everything else revolves. And importantly, it serves as a guide for your readers, informing them about your work's scope and purpose. However, it's equally crucial to understand what a graduate level thesis statement is not. It's not a mere observation or plain fact. It's not a broad topic lacking a specific argument. It's not a question without a clear stance. And it's definitely not a statement that can be answered with a simple yes or no. Now let's explore how to construct an effective thesis statement. Creating a strong thesis is a key skill in academic writing. A well-crafted thesis statement not only informs your readers about your paper's purpose, but also lays the foundation for a coherent and impactful argument. Let's break down the process into distinct steps. Step 1. Identify the topic. Start by clearly defining the main subject matter of your paper. This could be a scientific phenomenon, a theological issue, a literary work, or any scholarly focus. Step 2. Engage with research. Immerse yourself in existing literature related to your topic. Understand ongoing discussions, debates, and gaps in your field. This will help you position your thesis within the broader academic context. Step 3. Formulate a question. Develop a question that your paper will address. It should capture the central inquiry or issue you plan to explore. Make it specific enough for research and analysis, but broad enough for meaningful examination. Step 4. Take a stance. Based on your research and formulated question, develop a clear and arguable position. Your thesis should present a standpoint supported by evidence and critical thinking, sparking thoughtful discussion. Step 5. Gather evidence. Collect relevant evidence, examples, data, and references to support your stance. Your thesis should stand on solid evidence that strengthens your argument. Step 6. Craft the statement. Now, armed with a defined topic, engaged research, a formulated question, a stance, and supporting evidence, it's time to craft your thesis statement. Keep it concise, clear, and tightly focused. Your thesis should capture your paper's core argument in a single sentence. Remember, a strong thesis statement guides your paper while allowing for deeper exploration as you progress. With a well-crafted thesis, you're ready to embark on a journey of scholarly discovery. Now that we better understand thesis statements, we can explore the art of crafting compelling arguments that both capture your reader's attention and stand up to critical scrutiny. We'll uncover the essential elements of a strong argument, the importance of thorough research and enriching its depth, techniques to avoid plagiarism, and strategies to seamlessly integrate sources while maintaining your own unique voice. Let's start by understanding what makes a persuasive argument. It's more than just a collection of personal opinions. It's a well-structured stance supported by evidence that convinces your readers of your perspective. An effective argument consists of several crucial components. Clear thesis statement. This forms the bedrock of your argument. The thesis statement presents your main point or claim and acts as a roadmap for your readers. Supporting evidence. Concrete facts, examples, statistics, and expert opinions that back up your thesis statement. Logical reasoning. A coherent flow of ideas guiding readers from one piece of evidence to the next, showcasing the logical progression of your argument. Counterarguments. Recognizing and addressing opposing viewpoints adds credibility to your argument, demonstrating your ability to engage with differing perspectives. The role of thorough research is pivotal. Deep research is the cornerstone of a compelling argument. Expanding the pool of evidence not only strengthens your position, but also reveals your deep involvement with the subject matter. Rigorous research empowers you to anticipate and respond to counter arguments, demonstrating your intellectual flexibility. Furthermore, it elevates your credibility by showcasing that your stance is grounded in well established knowledge. Now, let's discuss how to use sources responsibly. Integrating sources is vital for supporting your argument, but it must be done ethically and creatively. To avoid plagiarism, rephrase others' ideas using your own words and give proper credit through citations. For direct quotes, use quotation marks and ensure accurate attribution. Consistently adhere to the appropriate citation style, such as Chicago, APA, or MLA, throughout your paper. Infusing your voice in source integration is essential. While drawing on external sources, the majority of your content should reflect your analysis and viewpoint. To achieve this, follow up the integration of sources by adding your own insights on how the source bolsters your argument. Anchoring your argument in credible sources is vital, but remember that meaningful contribution comes from your personal connections and applications. Keep in mind that nurturing a persuasive argument requires a balance between evidence and originality. Now ready with the knowledge to build strong arguments, you're prepared to engage in thought-provoking discussions. Let's continue by looking into the art of crafting well-structured and coherent body paragraphs. In academic writing, each paragraph serves a critical role in presenting and bolstering your arguments. In this section, we'll uncover the core elements of a paragraph, understand the importance of outlines in maintaining paragraph cohesion, and master strategies for smooth transitions between paragraphs. To start, let's break down the elements that make up a strong paragraph. A well-organized paragraph consists of these essential components. Topic sentence. The opening sentence introduces the central idea or argument of the paragraph. It gives a concise preview of what the paragraph will discuss, guiding readers on what to expect. Concrete details. These are objective facts, evidence, or examples that back up the topic sentence. Concrete details provide credibility by grounding your arguments in reality. Commentary sentences. These sentences offer your original insights, analysis, and interpretation of the concrete details. Commentary adds depth by showcasing your understanding and critical thinking. Final sentence. The concluding sentence wraps up the paragraph. It either restates the main point or smoothly transitions to the next paragraph. It provides closure to the current topic while guiding the reader onward. The role of outlines is significant in maintaining paragraph coherence. Outlines help keep your paragraphs organized and clear. By planning ahead, you ensure each paragraph focuses on a single subject and follows a logical sequence. This prevents overcrowding with multiple ideas. Outlines also assist in allocating a single theme to each paragraph, preventing clutter and ensuring focused content. Furthermore, outlines enable you to plan paragraph transitions, guiding readers through a natural flow that connects ideas seamlessly. Now, let's discuss the art of transitions. Smooth transitions between paragraphs are key to a coherent paper. They guide readers from one idea to the next, connecting different concepts. Sometimes, transitions refer back to a key concept from the previous paragraph to bridge the gap. They might also use transitional words like furthermore, in contrast, moreover, and however to show relationships between ideas. Transitions, especially at section endings, can summarize the main points and offer a glimpse of what's ahead. With a solid grasp of paragraph anatomy, outlining, and transitions, we can now consider the vital principles of clear and precise writing that transcend language and cultural boundaries. Clarity and conciseness are the foundations of effective communication, ensuring your ideas are universally understood. In this section, We'll look into the essence of conciseness, the pitfalls of passive voice, the art of avoiding generalizations, and techniques to eliminating redundancies. To begin, let's explore the strength of conciseness. Conciseness is the art of conveying maximum meaning with minimal words. It involves trimming unnecessary elements while preserving your message's core. In academia, where clarity and efficient communication are valued, concise writing is essential. To achieve conciseness, remove repetitive words or phrases that don't contribute new information. For instance, future plans can be shortened to plans. Opt for shorter sentences without compromising clarity. Straightforward structure reduces confusion risk. The pitfalls of passive voice are worth noting. Passive voice has its place, but excessive use can hinder clarity and reader engagement. Passive voice shifts emphasis from the action's performer to its receiver. This often obscures the subject and weakens your writing's impact. To maintain clarity, prefer the active voice where the subject performs the action. Active voice enhances directness and reader engagement. Now, let's discuss the art of precision. Generalizations oversimplify complex topics and weaken your arguments. To uphold precision, use concrete details and examples for depth. Rather than saying, everyone knows, or always, offer context and evidence. Redundancies occur when you repeat information needlessly. They bloat your writing and obscure clarity. For impactful writing, avoid using synonyms together, such as close proximity. Opt for one term that best conveys your message. Also, skip phrases like, in my opinion, or it is important to note, as they don't add new meaning. Remember that mastering clarity and precision is about trimming excess while magnifying impact. Let's continue on the path of refinement by examining impactful introductions and conclusions for your academic papers. Similar to a well-constructed bridge seamlessly connecting 2 points, your introduction and conclusion serve as the framework guiding readers through your paper's landscape. In this section, we'll explore the elements of a compelling introduction, the significance of a resonant conclusion, strategies for smooth transitions, and how to maintain a cohesive thread within your paper. Here's how we frame the landscape of crafting introductions. Your introduction acts as the portal welcoming readers into your world of research. Start with a hook that captures attention, whether it's a thought-provoking question, a surprising statistic, or a relevant anecdote. Provide essential background information to contextualize your topic and establish its importance. Present your thesis statement clearly, outlining the main argument you'll explore. Finally, offer a brief preview of your paper's structure, giving readers a roadmap of what lies ahead. A resonant conclusion, much like a strong destination, leaves readers with closure and reflection. Your conclusion goes beyond mere summarization. It's a chance to make a lasting impact. Summarize your thesis statements, reiterating the core argument. Provide a concise recap of your main points, emphasizing the evidence and analysis that supported your thesis. This becomes especially vital in longer papers to remind your audience of your argument structure. Reflect on the broader implications of your findings, conveying why your research matters in the grander context. Conclude with a thought-provoking idea, call to action, or an open question that leaves readers pondering. Just like a bridge unites distant points, your introductions and conclusions function as bridges linking your readers to your ideas. By mastering engaging openings, compelling thesis statements, resonant closures, and smooth transitions, you'll forge a journey your readers will eagerly embrace. At the end of the writing process, we can now investigate the transformative journey of revising and editing your academic writing. While your initial draft lays the foundation, revising and editing mold your work into a polished masterpiece. In this section, we'll explore effective self-editing methods, address common language and structural issues, and shed light on limitations of automated tools. Let's begin by recognizing the power of self-editing. Self-editing is your chance to refine your writing for clarity, precision, and coherence. It acts as a vehicle between your creative process and your reader's understanding. If possible, take a break before editing to gain a fresh perspective on your work. Reading your work aloud can help identify awkward phrasing, run-on sentences, and errors. Edit for specific issues in each pass, such as clarity, grammar, or style. Navigating language and structural issues is our next focus. This involves tackling specific challenges in your writing. Gender non-inclusive language is one area to consider. Gender-specific terms may inadvertently exclude certain identities, potentially affecting inclusivity. To address this, embrace gender-neutral language or rephrase sentences for greater inclusiveness. Another aspect is addressing run-on sentences. These lengthy sentences can confuse and disrupt flow. Break them down into shorter, coherent sections for clarity. Dangling modifiers, which introduce ambiguity, can be corrected by placing modifiers near the intended words. Let's cover two essential aspects, capitalization and punctuation. Inconsistent or incorrect capitalization can undermine professionalism. Follow capitalization rules for titles, headings, and proper nouns. Moving on to punctuation, incorrect usage can impact meaning and tone. Misplaced commas, semicolons, or colons can confuse. Master punctuation rules for clear and impactful writing. The limitations of automated tools are important to understand. While tools like Word Spell Checker and Grammarly are useful, they have their limitations. They might miss nuanced errors and context-related issues such as homophones, contextual errors in complex sentences, and subtleties like tone and idiomatic expressions. As you conclude your revision and editing journey, remember that perfection isn't the goal. Aim for clarity, precision, and coherence. Each editing round refines your piece. The path from draft to masterpiece is one of growth, refinement, and attention to detail. And so we arrive at the conclusion of this comprehensive video, which has guided us through the intricate landscape of effective academic writing. We've journeyed through the process of crafting engaging introductions that pave the way for robust arguments, constructing guiding thesis statements, developing persuasive arguments grounded in evidence and analysis, and honing the skill of clarity and precision. Our exploration has revealed the architecture of well-structured papers, from cohesive body paragraphs to impactful conclusions. We've embraced the refining process of revision and self-editing, polishing our work to radiate professionalism. As we conclude, remember that the techniques and insights acquired here are not just tools for academia. They are lifelong companions for expressing ideas with clarity and impact. Armed with the principles nurtured in this video, your writing journeys will become vibrant and transformative. Let your words serve as bridges that span cultures, connect minds, and illuminate the expansive realm of scholarly inquiry. Before we part ways, I encourage you to explore the resources available at Fuller's Writing Center. To make an appointment, visit us at fuller.mywconline.com. Additionally, if you're interested in diving deeper into the concepts discussed in this video, consider joining our writing bootcamp on our Canvas page. You will find modules on writing prompts, literature reviews, theological writing for psychology students, and more. As you venture forth equipped with the knowledge cultivated in this video, may your words become beacons of understanding and exploration. This marks the end of our journey together, but the beginning of your continued growth as an academic writer. We hope to see you soon at the Writing Center.